Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another week of Bibbidi Bobbidi Bros. I'm Josh. This is my co-host, Pierce.
Hey, y'all.
We updated you recently around Christmas time on some of our technological difficulties. Thought we had them figured out, but hey, guess what? We don't. So we're back at it, and we are going to give this a shot again, and then we will go for a hard launch when we have it all worked out. So stick with us. Help us out and give us a chance to get it worked out, and we'll be rolling eventually. I refuse to give up. So with that, today we're going to talk about, finally, after like a 50th time recording this, we're going to talk about Pierce and I's trip to Disney. We're going to start, this episode will be purely Pierce's section in which he visited Disney before I got there. So we'll lead you in with that, and then we'll talk more about the stuff where we were all together afterwards. Sound good?
Yeah, it works for me. So when we got there, just as a reminder, because it's been a while since we talked, it was a 10 or 11-day trip, so it was a long trip. At the beginning of the trip, it was my mother-in-law, my two daughters, and my wife, and myself, and we stayed at Art of Animation in one of the suites. Along with us was my wife's best friend, Alyssa, who came from California. LA.
Long-time listener of the pod, I understand.
Yeah. I mean, she's been around since the beginning.
Number one fan.
Yeah.
Number one customer.
Yeah, number one customer. That's right. Jingle all the way. She got in. So we got in that morning. I think it was a Friday morning, and we went. You got to do the normal. Got to take the Magical Express, except it's not called that anymore. Mears or whatever it's called. And then when we got to our hotel, our resort, our room wasn't ready because it was at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So we got our clothes and everything, and then we headed to Typhoon Lagoon because that's what you could do for free the first day you're on property. So like I think you guys did that on your portion of the trip. So we went and did that. Typhoon Lagoon was awesome. I mean, I've never really been to a water park like that I remember. I think my brother Ryan was saying that we went to the beach at Kings Island in Cincinnati. At some point when I was little. I don't remember any of that. So, but yeah, so we went and did that. It was a lot of fun. The wave pool was freaking sweet.
I was going to ask, did you get your butt kicked by that wave pool at all?
No, dude. I went where it was. I swam all the way out to where it was like 6 foot, and then as soon as the wave started, I just turned and and started swimming. Yeah, and I'm an okay swimmer, so I started paddling and getting after it, a little freestyle. And then as soon as I felt it coming, I kind of flattened out like a board and just rode the wave in. So that was a lot of fun.
So I'm a pretty good swimmer too, but I did it back at the 4 foot area and lost my hat, lost my goggles, lost my.
Oh, I didn't have goggles.
Hit to the face hard.
I was wearing sunglasses, so as soon as I started swimming, I would just take them off and fold them real quick, and then just swim like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, and I learned my lesson real quick.
I don't think I was wearing a hat, but anyway, I only ran into one person the few times I did it, and she was happy, so she didn't care. She was just excited I was to hit a wave. But yeah, I did that a few times. My mother-in-law was cracking up because she was watching me from 1 foot. Yeah. And I think at that time the girls were like playing in the sand with Gwen. But yeah, so we did that, and Lily really loves playing in the sand. So she's my 4-year-old, so she really likes playing in the sand. So she did a lot of sand playing. Violet, my 2-year-old, thought she could just charge right into the water that went above her head in the wave pool. So, and I could not get it through to her that you can't do that. So we did that, and then we rode a couple rides, and that was about it. We did the lazy river, which was fun. We all did that, so that was a lot of fun.
Enjoyed that.
Yeah, but if you recall, it was chilly. And
It was, and that pool's heated, but it was still chilly.
yeah, it was chilly, and it gets colder later in the week that we're there at Disney, but it was definitely chilly, so that wasn't great. But after that, then we got back to Art of Animation, and we got to our room, which was pretty much the exact same setup that we had. I mean, it was the same setup. It was almost the exact same room that we had when we went in 2022. So my family. So it was all cool. Alyssa got in that night. We might have went to Disney Springs that night too. I don't remember if that's
Okay.
the night we went. I think we might have. But we went in. Yeah, I think that's yes, that's what it was, because we went to Deluxe Burger for dinner that night.
Dude, we went
at
to
Disney
Deluxe
Springs.
Burger too.
I know. I like it. I think
It's good.
I think the fries are good. The burgers are good. All in all, I have no complaints.
Yeah.
They've got the pop machine right there, and yeah,
Yeah.
no
Adequate
complaints.
seating. Yeah.
Yeah,
All good.
and it wasn't. I had to wait a little bit in line to order, but it wasn't too bad. So
I mobile ordered. Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
got a mobile order.
I didn't think about that at the time. That we probably should have done that, but anyway.
Next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I like that place. It's a good burger, good fries, and like you said, the seating was fun. We sat in the very back, all the way in the corner, so that was cool. But yeah, we got back to our room and we saw Alyssa there, and yeah, the girls were exhausted, so we got to bed and started playing the next day. And then our room was fine. It was a little small for 3 adults and 2 kids, or 4 adults, yeah, 4 adults and 2 kids. But it was only for a few days that Alyssa was there, so it was fine. So we did that, and then the next day, I don't remember where we went, if I'm being honest. But we went to, it might have been a Christmas party that night, the next day. I don't remember. But we did a Christmas party while we were there. Just so you all know, I still plan to do a separate episode with Gwen. She knows all this stuff way better than I do, about the actual
In
trip.
fairness,
And
the first time we did it, you knew all the stuff.
yeah. But it's
been weeks at this point.
Yeah, it's been over a month.
Yeah.
that we got there. Really, since we've gotten back. So yeah. So I don't remember a lot. But we did a Christmas party with Alyssa. Got all the swag. Got some Spirit jerseys and some pens, and we got the ornament and everything. So that was a lot of fun. That was a hefty swipe on the credit card, I'll tell you that much. I think it was like $800 when we got all said and done, like all the stuff we got. Yeah, it's just money, Josh, right? It's just money.
It's rich.
I wish.
You're rich, my man.
I wish. But anyway, so we did that, and we did an Animal Kingdom day, and I got to tell you, the Animal Kingdom day was my least favorite out of all of them. And it's not
Really?
because it's not because I don't like Animal Kingdom, because I still think Pandora is great. The tour, the safari is amazing, especially in the morning. The Yeti ride is like my fave roller coaster. So I still love the Animal Kingdom. My problem is my 4-year-old's too little for the Animal Kingdom. She can't do a lot of stuff there.
Mhm.
So it was like the only park where I think she was just absolutely bored. She just, like, we did Navi River ride, which meant nothing to her because she doesn't know Avatar. We did the safari. The water rides closed. We did the Zootopia show.
How was that?
It should have stayed the bugs. I like Bugs Life better, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because Bugs Life, the whole idea of it was it's inside the tree, so that makes sense. So you go in the tree, and that's where bugs live. This does not make sense. It doesn't fit, but they used like all the same space. So like the setup's the exact same. You're sitting on the benches and everything like that. It didn't help that we sat all the way in the back. My mother-in-law had a scooter, and she was driving the scooter. So since she had a scooter, they were like, "You need to go in the scooter lane." And because we were in the scooter lane, we had to sit in the very back. Where if we would have talked to somebody or known better, we would have just parked the scooter because she didn't need a scooter. She just used it because that's just a lot of steps for her all day long. She's 74 years old, about to be 75 tomorrow. 74 tomorrow. 75? Maybe.
Oh, dude, you better get.
I don't know.
Right.
Might be 74 tomorrow. I don't know.
She's gonna be 62, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
62 tomorrow.
But anyway, she's it's just a lot of steps, for a full day. So she didn't really need to use the scooter though. So we could have went and parked the scooter and then walked in. And we talked to cast members throughout our whole trip about this. And I feel like there's not a clarity to cast members about. It's like they see someone in a scooter and they're like, they need to go to this place. And it's like, well, why don't you talk to them first? Because maybe they don't want to ride their scooter through the ride. So I think that they were kind of pushy about, you have a scooter, you need to go this way. And not even really let us say, well, we don't really want to drive the scooter, so where can we park it so we can walk through it? But anyway, so we sat in the back of that, and it just wasn't as good in my opinion. And maybe that's like old, I don't like things changing, Pierce, but I still think it just was not as good. So the colors were really great because it's Zootopia, and that was good, but and the actual show's good, but it just doesn't feel like it fits. It would have been better in its own area. So, but we did that. All the dinosaur stuff's basically closed except Dinosaur, which is another ride my kid wouldn't ride, or couldn't ride. I don't even think. I don't know. But we weren't going to take her on that anyway because that would be terrifying to a 4-year-old. So, and my kid's also she's not super adventurous to African cuisine. So it's like chicken nuggets and fries. So it just wasn't. It just wasn't a.
When they took out that whole Dino Land, right? Like where they had the
boneyard,
you could dig and you could climb the whole playground area.
All gone.
My kids liked that even when they were about that age, and you don't have that. So
and that would have been perfect for the day. Yeah. So it just it was fun for Gwen and I because we rode the rides we wanted to ride. We did Flight of Passage and we did the Yeti ride and all that. So we did Everest. So we did the rides we wanted, but it just wasn't fun for our 4-year-old, and that's the whole point we went. So that was a little disappointing, but all in all, it's fine. So after that, we did maybe we did that the next day. I don't know, but then we did an Epcot day, and Epcot day was great. We got to do a lot of seeing and doing all we did the Remy ride, and Lily loved that. We did the Frozen ride, and she loved that too. We got to meet Anna and Elsa. So actually, I don't think we did the Frozen ride. We might have done that just only with you guys when we were at Epcot. I think or I don't even know if you did that. Did you do that with us?
We did. Yeah.
Okay. So we did we met Anna and Elsa, and that was the hit of the day. We had to wait for about 35, 40 minutes, which wasn't too bad for them, but that was definitely the hit. I mean, the girls just, they went bonkers seeing both of them because Lily loves Elsa and Violet loves Anna. So, it's just Anna, it's just, and then Violet just keeps saying, meet Anna. And the lady that Anna is just like staring at her like, okay. So, but it was good. It was good. But yeah, it was a good few days. And then, at the end of that, Alyssa headed out. She went back to California. She did get pink eye while we were on the trip though. So I felt terrible for her because she just looked so uncomfortable. Her eye was all like goopy and whatnot. So it just was, I felt really bad for her because she spent a lot of money to be on a trip with us. And then she spent a day in the suite because she just didn't feel good enough to go out, which sucked. But you never know when these things are going to pop up. I don't think so. I talked to my mom about it recently, and I don't think I ever did. So I've
had pink eye. I've also had like damage to my the cornea or whatever twice. Mm-hmm. Somehow I scratched it. Dude, and it's constant. Like it's just never, it's like you're constantly your eyes closed and you're rubbing it or you're not supposed to touch it because then it's contagious and it's really uncomfortable.
And hers was just seeping a lot.
To me last time that. Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just seeping a lot. So she just, I just think she was really uncomfortable, which I would be too. Like she'd wipe her eye and it would already need to be wiped again. So I just felt really bad for her because it's one of those things that I'm sure she got some other kid's germs probably, and sure enough, rubbed her eye because you
Yep.
probably had an itch, and next thing you know, you got pink eye. So, and it was like bacterial, so she got medicine right away, like that night, and then I think she said that she felt better like the day she got back to California. So it's only a few days, but it is what it
Well,
is.
you mentioned something that I thought was good in that she ended up calling her dad, who had advised her to use the back of her card to do like a telehealth.
Yeah, she called her stepdad.
And
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
everybody who has standard healthcare, of the major healthcares, I should say, they have telehealth options because they're cheaper,
Right.
and they prefer you to use that. Although most of the people I know go to a family doctor or something of that nature. But this is a great time to use it. You mentioned it worked really well. They were able to get her a prescription. She was able to at least get it started, so that when she got home, she felt a lot better.
Yeah, that was my big thing.
Yeah.
Is I was like, as soon as she was like, basically I have an appointment, I was like, great. And then she was like, well, they'll put my script in. I was like, awesome. And then she was like, well, I can go pick it up. I was like, then you should go get it now. Like the sooner with antibiotics, as soon as they get in your system, it starts, that starts the clock and feeling better and everything. So better to go as soon as you can, get them and start taking them than wait till like the next morning or something. So yeah, but it's just one of those things that it's nice that they have that option. Another thing, which is really good, and Gwen and I will probably talk about this when we talk about it, but Gwen's like, I think she scratched her eye or something when we were at Magic Kingdom, and we went to the what do you call that? The first aid place over by what's the breakfast place over there? The buffet where we did breakfast.
Crystal Palace.
Yes, Crystal over there near Crystal Palace. They have like their first aid there, and they gave her like eye drops and everything, and yeah, it was great. I mean, they were really quick and really responsive. So if you guys ever have any issues in your Magic Kingdom or any other parks, go to first aid first and see if they can help you out because they were able to help Gwen like immediately. And I mean, I think we were there 15 minutes and then back at it. So just keep that in mind that if it's minor things like that, like you need contact solution or you need a Band-Aid, or I think they even give out sunscreen and whatnot there. So, go there first before you go crazy. So, yeah. But we had a good time. We had a day in between Alyssa leaving and you guys appearing. So that was a good day. We had like a nice quieter day where there was less going on because I didn't know you guys were coming. It was obviously a surprise. We talked about that. But I knew my parents and my brother Derek and his wife and two girls were going to be there too. So we knew they were going to be there. So we had planned that like we had a day in between and then they were going to come for the back half of the trip. So that last day in between was nice to just have a calm, just the five of us day before you guys all showed up.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So of your time that you were without us, what do you think were your favorite things? Did you have something that can you give us one memory that you're like, man, I know you said Anna and Elsa, that obviously meeting characters is a big part of it, but was there anything else that you felt like your kids really were like, man, this is awesome? Because you got a 4-year-old now, one that's understanding it better and fully getting it.
So two things. One, we rode her first roller coaster, which was the Barnstormer. And I'm a roller coaster person.
Yeah.
My wife Gwen, she is not as much of a roller coaster person. So my thing was like, hey, you're not really into roller coasters. Like you do them, but mostly because I want to do them, so you want to do them with me. So they're more my thing. So I really want to take Lily on her first roller coaster, knowing that we have our other kid, and you can only sit two people in a car on the Barnstormer. So we rode that, and it was just dude, it was just like I'll remember that forever. It was such a cool moment, and she was scared, but like not like terrified scared, more like what's gonna happen type thing. And then when it was over, she was just so excited. She was like, that was my favorite and all this. And Lily can sometimes be a little timid, And there was none of that. She was so jacked. Like, she was so jacked that she asked if Gwen could ride with her, like, right after we got off. So I think they went and got in line right away. So, yeah, it was a great experience. And then we
Okay.
rode the Mickey Motor Speedway. Gwen rode with her. I think Gwen rode with her. Or maybe she might have rode with me.
Motor Speedway?
Yeah. And, she gets to drive the car.
Which one's
and everything. That's the motorized cars.
Oh, the Tomorrowland?
Yeah. Oh, it's Tomorrowland Speedway? That's what it's called. Yeah. God, and I'm struggling tonight, folks. I'm tired. This is the end of, like, a lot of work for me. My real job is really busy at the end of the year. So I worked a lot of hours the last couple of weeks, so I'm a little more gassed than normal. But anyway.
Yeah, but you've also had sick kids, so it's been crazy.
I mean, we've basically been sick since we got back from Disney. So it's been over a month of just, like, sick in my house. But it is what it is. But yeah, she rode that, and she was really jacked about getting to drive on that and everything. I think she rode with Gwen for that. I can't remember, though. And then just all the little rides like Peter Pan and Pooh, and Lily and Violet both loved The Little Mermaid. They were ecstatic about that. So just like those little rides were really cool, and those were a good experience. Yeah, it just was one of those things that Disney's a great place to take little kids for that reason. Is they have especially Magic Kingdom, they have so many little kid rides. Rides that little kids can be on, and they're still not bad for parents. So we did the teacups, which I actually like the teacups. I think they're funny. Like, I like spinning it and everything because I don't get motion sickness at all. But Gwen does, so she was like, if we do teacups, you're going to be in a different one. And I was like, well, I don't have to spin it. And she was like, well, I want you to spin it some for Lily. And I was like, okay. So we did teacups, and we spun around some. It was me and Lily, and I think it was Derek's wife, Maris, and Leela, maybe, their daughter. But I don't remember if that was who all was in the car or not. I think it was. Maybe my dad was in there too. But anyway, it was like a full cup though, so that was fun. But yeah, just little moments, just walking around, and just like moments where the girls were like bickering in the stroller because we had a double stroller. So just like the bickering in the double stroller and stuff like that, it like made me think of my childhood and stuff like that, where I'd be bickering with my brothers about stuff and fighting over the popcorn bucket and those little things that they're fun to look back on now. Like, in the moment, I'm like, hey, you guys stop that. But now I'm like, that's kind of funny. So yeah. Just little things like that. Or, when your kid's like, I want to eat this, and then they eat none of it and they eat a snack instead. There's a lot of that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah.
You did you have one piece of merch that was your favorite?
Well, I really liked that in the last episode I showed you that Spirit jersey. The Christmas one, like the ugly Christmas sweater looking one. I like that one a lot. I always like party merch, and getting a Spirit jersey for the party was cool. And getting the pins for the party. I collect pins, so that was really neat. So we talked in the last one. I sell on eBay some too, just as like a side hustle, like to pay for some of these trips and whatnot. And with that, we had bought the mystery pins, like the ones that they're boxed up and you don't know what you're going to get. We'd bought some from the party, and what's nice about selling on eBay is I was able to take the ones that we had duplicates of and actually sell them, and help other people. I mean, I made a little bit of money back, and not a lot, like a couple bucks. So, but it's nice because then Gwen bought 2 pens to basically replace the ones we didn't get. So that was kind of cool because then she got the ones she wanted, because you buy these mystery packs, you don't know what you're going to get. So thankfully I got the Chip and Dale, because I collect Chip and Dale pens, and I got the Chip and Dale one, so I was like, all right, I'm good.
Right.
But she wanted the mini. Maybe she only bought one, but she wanted the mini, so she got that. And yeah, so the party merch is always the coolest to me. And honestly, the ornament you get for going to the party, that's pretty cool.
A plus.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like getting that. I like putting that on the
Agreed.
tree and everything. So yeah.
That's a sweet ornament when we got. Every time we went, I loved the ornament. It was sweet.
Yep. This year it was like I think it was a truck, like a farm truck type looking thing, or maybe it was a gingerbread house. I don't remember. We've got a few of them, so I don't remember which one it was. But if I remember it, I'll show it on the next pod.
Okay, cool. All right, well then let's round it out with some dad advice. You got anything good?
You go first.
Okay, so something we tried new this time around, which it worked, but I'm a pop addict, so it's only going to go so far. But you can get free water at the parks if you know at a lot of the filling stations or if you ask for it. But it tastes not the best. If you're picky with your water, you're not going to love that water. It's basically tap water. So this time we brought a bunch of those
Florida
Gatorade
tap water
packets,
which is not good. The Florida tap water is not good. It's not like Ohio tap water.
Agreed. Right. So we bought a bunch of those Gatorade packs that you can just dump into the water. Gave it better flavor. Did we use it as much as we thought? No. But if you're someone trying to pinch pennies and save, it's a great way to save because a bottle of water is like $5. You know, a pop is like $5-6. It adds up if you're staying hydrated and you don't want to drink that tap water plain. So yeah, I consider or you should consider taking some of those packets. You can get also other kinds that are like lemonade and there are all kinds of people.
Yeah, like
selling,
the Crystal Lights.
We did Gatorade. I mean, Zero.
They sell the Crystal Light packets at Costco for like $7.50 for a whole container of them. So, I mean, you can do it really cheap. Just bring your own. They let you bring in your own water bottles and all that. So,
Yep.
That's what I would do too. I mean,
it definitely
if
saved
it was
us some money. I still just ended up buying pops though because I like pops.
You know me, yeah. But Gwen drank mostly water while she was there, and she did the same thing. She likes the I think it's strawberry, the strawberry Skittles or whatever it is. Those packets.
Oh, yep.
So she likes those. Yeah. So anyway, she did the same thing. So that's good thinking though. I don't think I could go that without caffeine that
just
long.
Sell me a package that you can use your refillable mug for like $100 anytime you want at the parks. I'll pay it all day. All day. Yeah. I'll just throw money at it. I'm telling you.
I agree. That should be part of the meal plan.
Yeah.
Just drinks. They just give you a drink plan, a soda plan.
Yep. Agreed.
So
I'd probably buy that meal plan.
Yeah, right. So my dad advice is probably more about security. So one of the things I was thinking of is, so we have two littles, and my 2-year-old is on the go also. Like she is all about running around and everything. And Gwen had thought ahead of time, and she got them each air tags. So they had little bracelets. And what I didn't think about is my 4-year-old thought it was a magic band. So she felt like she was really included on getting to tap a lot with her AirTag, and they see that enough at Disney where the cast members recognize that it's an AirTag and they still tap for them to tap. So Lily felt really included because every time we would tap, she would get to tap too. So if you have littles, it's great to have the security and have the AirTags and be safe and make sure you know where your kids at all time. So definitely the AirTags and try to be safe and make them feel involved.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Well, in the next one, we're going to get into talking about the portion of the trip where we're together, and we'll do that. And I've been promising to show some of my pins, so I'm going to do that as well. And we'll get into more of the part that I can contribute a little more. But I enjoyed hearing about your trip, even if I've heard it numerous times. I have enjoyed it.
I think you remember more than I do now.
I mean, I've heard it a lot. Alyssa needs to listen to the pod, though. I'm getting a little tired of telling her that every
I
time I re-record this.
I think once we get this cleaned up, it'll be all right.
Agreed. All right. Well, with that, we'll see you later. Until next week. Peace.
Bye.